Peace. This is Wise for Wise Words Media back at y'all for another round. And I'm really surprised at the amount of Knick fans that do not like this trade and are voicing their frustration with the organization based on this trade that sent Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo to Minnesota in exchange for bringing Karl-Anthony Towns to the New York Knicks. It really perplexes me because for the past year or two, Knick fans, including myself, have been saying we need a superstar. The Knicks need a superstar. And we felt like we're one superstar away. The Knicks have acquired that superstar in Karl-Anthony Towns. We have the superstar now. Not only that, but we cannot forget the Mikal Bridges in all of this. The New York Knicks have also acquired Mikal Bridges. Let's not forget the Mikal Bridges in all of this. That makes this trade even better because now we have upgraded so much from last year. Let's keep it a buck, man. A lot of y'all that are upset about this trade were complaining about Julius Randle. Some of y'all even thought, okay, how is he gonna fit with the Nova Knicks? He likes to hold the ball, a lot of the ISO ball, a lot of hero ball. The ball doesn't, the offense doesn't move as smoothly and fluently with him on the floor. How's it gonna work with the Nova Knicks? And then, fast forward, Randall's no longer here, and some of y'all are disappointed. And some of y'all like, oh, Dante DiVincenzo. Listen, that's the part of the trade that hurts, the Dante DiVincenzo part. But according to some, word around the campfire is that Dante DiVincenzo wasn't too happy knowing that once Mikal Bridges came in, his role was going to be reduced. He was going to go back to the bench, and he wasn't happy about that. So he really wasn't too thrilled about the Nova Knicks. And if you Dante DiVincenzo, Mikal Bridges, that's not a comparison. Mikal Bridges is a stud. He is a future all-star. He can defend. He can defend way better than DiVincenzo, and he can hit the three and create his own shot. Like Dante, but he's more defensive. So that's it. We got an upgrade. And Karl-Anthony Towns is going to space the floor out. You have to defend Karl-Anthony Towns from outside. He shoots 40% from three-point. 40% three-point shooter for a big man. You have to respect that. You have to defend that. So he's going to have Jokic, Embiid, all of these guys playing him up top by the perimeter. And that's just going to open the floor for Jalen Brunson. So this trade, man, when you talk about the pick and pop between Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns, that is going to be a lethal pick and roll, pick and pop. That's going to be, it might even be Stockton Malone level, what we're about to see this year. So, yeah, I don't quite understand. Another thing I'm hearing is Karl-Anthony Towns is soft, Cat is soft. Well, about 5 years ago, when he fought Joel Embiid, he didn't look soft to me then. He did not look soft to me then. He was throwing blows, put him in a headlock. Like, nothing soft about that. To all 7-footer Joel Embiid, he did that to. Listen. Then I'm hearing stuff about the playoffs. Don't talk about playoffs if you're defending Julius Randle. Don't talk to me about Karl-Anthony Towns and his playoff performances if you're trying to compare that to Julius Randle, because Julius Randle was a complete no-show in every year that he played in the playoffs in the Knicks jersey. Where's the lie? He was a complete no-show. Every single playoff series he played in a Knick uniform, he was a no-show. He was a no-show. At least Karl Anthony Towns, you saw what he did last year. Last year, he helped bring the T-Wolves to the Western Conference Finals. He was giving Jokic the business. Like, nah, don't compare both of them when it comes to playoff time, because it's not even close. Cat was putting up like 25 and 10 on Jokic, coming through with like 30-point games. Julius Randle was going like 1 for 30. They don't compare. They don't compare. So I'm excited about this trade. The only downfall, the only negative to this is the fact that our depth is a bit depleted. Our bench is not, now that, Mitch Robinson's not coming back till January, now we're going to have to put Josh Hart in the starting lineup, so that takes away from our bench. But, we're going to have a couple bench pieces. We got the point guard, the rookie point guard. We got Miles, Deuce McBride. We got Shamet, who can score. We got a few pieces. Precious Achiuwa did his thing for us off the bench last year. And once Mitch Robinson comes back, then we can put Josh Hart back in the bench. And we also got Cameron Payne. Now Cameron Payne can play that combo guard role for us. And Cameron Payne can get a bucket, man. We saw that firsthand when he played with Philly last year in the playoffs. He came in and he was one of the reasons they won. What game was that? I think it was like game 3. He was one of the main reasons when he came off the bench for either game 3 or game 4 for Philly, and he scorched the Knicks. So he's a bucket. So I think that's the only thing that I would say, like, oh man, out of this trade, our depth got depleted. But outside of that, this is a completely upgraded roster. You think about Karl Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson, what Karl Anthony Towns does to a defense, he makes their big man have to defend the perimeter, which opens up the floor. Brunson's going to have a field day. Mikal Bridges is going to be such a vital X factor for this team, and that offense is going to flow much more smoother. So yeah, I really don't understand the negative talk. But if you feel like you don't like the trade for whatever reason, drop some bars in the comment section. I would like to know what y'all think. Why is it that you don't like the trade? Because I think this is a no-brainer. We've been asking the Knicks to get us one more superstar. We're 1 star away. We got the star now in Karl Anthony Towns, who's a top 3 big man in the entire NBA. But yet, there's people that don't like the trade. I'm confused. I'm lost. So, if you're one of those that don't like the trade, drop some bars in the comment section. Let me hear what you got to say. I'm Wise for Wise Words Media. Peace.